Hello, everyone, and welcome to the next installment of Lucifer's Travels. I am your DM, Heartless, and I am joined by my lovely players. Please introduce yourselves.
We're back at it again. It's me, the bootleg Sableye, AudioVizual, playing Phlox Claw, and you won't hear it, but man, did we have a great first opening that you're never gonna get to see.
Blooper reel. I'm Altaria, your local bootleg Altaria, and I play Ducky Claw.
Oh, is my thing working?
Yes.
Howdy, I'm Gryph. I play little tiny mole scientist Mossie Stoan.
And hey there, I am Morski, but you may call me Morski, and I am playing resident tank Sol, so this will be fun.
Hello. I am Mira, and I will be playing Lou.
Alright. So, last time, the group explored a garden where there was a robot who had a few memory problems. And
Who we love.
And who we're gonna be adopting, one way or another.
Who seemed to be glitching a little bit when you asked about how long they'd been there.
Still a city.
Your Honor, their baby.
You collectively decided, since you wouldn't be able to convince the robot to leave, that you're instead going to steal the city.
I think we can do it.
After leaving the garden, you headed back to the marketplace where you had crashed into the clock tower and climbed said clock tower and found a few interesting things. Well, an interesting thing inside. Let's see. And then you all decided to take a rest because poor Sol was very tired after climbing all of those steps.
Venturing takes a lot out of you, and sometimes you just need a break. Yeah. That's why you have save points.
So that's where we're going to pick up. Unfortunately for Mossie, you need to get 2 more hours than the rest of the group because you stayed up a little bit to scribe a new spell. Mossie?
Understandable.
So, the rest of you wake up to find that it is pretty much the dead of night.
Solid.
And nobody actually saw Lucifer go to sleep or see him wake up because he's already awake.
Gonna be honest, Sol's thoughts on this are, Lucy must be one of those people who only need like an hour or two of sleep. Good for him.
For me.
Laughs and wizard.
Lou, honestly, probably doesn't even notice because they were sleepy and now they're not sleepy. And hey, maybe Lucifer just woke up earlier. Lou's not gonna judge. Some people are an early riser.
Was probably woken up by soldiers getting up and causing chaos. Because my girl is lovely, but also she does that.
Well, speaking of that, what are you doing this morning? Or night? Your morning.
That's a good question. Probably got up and just poked Lou to let her know that everybody's waking up. I don't know, does anyone want to be carried? Sol just has energy again, so she's willing to pick someone up.
Well, to be fair, Lou fell asleep right next to Sol, and Lou is just kind of sleepily clinging to Sol because they don't want to wake up yet. It's dark out. It's too early to be awake.
You know what? That's valid. Sol is just going to pick Lou up, bridal style or something. Let's go.
Cool. Great.
Sol's ready for this.
Lou is contented. They get to sleep a little bit longer in the arms of their friend. Yay!
Adorable.
Sol,
In the arms.
Sol is happy. She's probably just gonna walk on over to Phlox like, look what treasure I got in my arms.
Phlox doesn't even like bat an eye at any of Lucifer's weirdness at this point. You might as well just get over it. And honestly, there's no real visible way to tell they had really been asleep because they have like their eyes don't really shut. So it's very much they were leaned over probably against Ducky, and then Sol comes over carrying Lou, and their head just sort of like bobs up. And Sol says that, and they're just like, they yawn, but they're grinning and laughing a little.
Sol is like also going to show off to Ducky if Ducky has woken up too.
Ducky's awake. Ducky's not much of a morning person, but with the way they got woke up yesterday, once people started moving, they're like, "Oh, we're up now. This is it."
This is their life now.
Yep.
I'm sorry, Ducky, everybody starts moving. I'm up.
I'm awake.
Yesterday started with the airship. Yeah. Yesterday started with the airship being a panicky place. So
Ducky is valid.
Especially what's probably gonna happen in like the next 15 minutes, however long it takes to go places.
Everyone just nervously laughing.
All right, do you guys want to make yourselves some breakfast while Mossie sleeps 2 hours?
Yeah, like I honestly picture like Lou just kind of sleepily like opens up their eyes and then just kind of pokes Sol and is just like, "I'm hungry. I want food. Kitchen raid."
Yeah. And I guess we're going to the ship to make breakfast then. So we'll just run over to the kitchen again.
Okay.
Midnight breakfast.
Make me both athletic checks. Because you gotta climb a rope.
Athletics, huh? Okay,
Yes.
That's a +6. Please roll well. That's a 25!
Do you want me to roll as well, or do you want that to carry over since Lou is in?
You roll as well, but if it's bad, I'm not really gonna dock you because Sol rolled a 25, and yeah. So as you two are climbing the rope, Sol, you notice that your new friend Lou is kind of huffing and puffing because they're still kind of a little tired, and now it's immediately work. So you just kind of pick them up by the scruff of their neck.
Pretty much. So just sees this and yeah, okay, just picks Lou up. Let's go.
And so you get up to the top of the ship with no, bad things happening. And up there, there's one of the sky pirates, and he looks up and over at you guys and goes, "Oh, you're awake. Ma told me to tell you that we're gonna hole up here for the night. Help yourself to anything in the kitchen.
Cool, thanks. We'll be doing that.
Thank
It won't be a
you.
problem if we cook anything in the kitchen either, yeah?
Yeah, you're not likely to wake anyone. I'm gonna be
that's
real.
good.
They're really heavy sleepers.
That's a really good thing, because... I mean, on the player's note, have you seen this team? Something's gonna happen in the kitchen.
Team Bulldozer.
I mean,
What about jinxing?
Lou's good at cooking, right? Because I don't expect Sol is.
B looks at their survival. It's a
So-
+4.
It's better than Sol's. Sol's is a... Let's see where this is. It's a +1. So Sol can at least pull out food. We know that she has food in her hammer space, so she can do that.
Alright, so while you two are off in the kitchen making lunch dinner, bounty hunter siblings, what are you doing?
I mean, Phlox is very tempted to just go back to sleep.
Alice?
It's a real... Why am I awake right now? Why are we doing anything right now? Why is anything real? Is anything real right now? It's dark outside. Nothing's real when it's dark outside.
Ducky's gonna elbow Phlox side.
Yes, Phlox is absolutely waxing this poetical out loud.
Ducky's gonna elbow Phlox in the side and be like, okay, it's not that bad. Come on.
Luciver...
Just in the liminal space and going, no, I'm not ready to do anything ever. Why are we doing anything ever?
Luciver is just kind of sitting next to Teddy, and he's appears to be looking through that very old grimoire he has, muttering to himself.
I mean, unfortunately, because Lucifer is now A, distracted, and B, doing something interesting, Phlox is going to take the opportunity to be a shithead. They're gonna lean over, like, very, very dramatically, but like quietly into Lucifer's space, sort of like almost like leaning against his shoulder, and like they're gonna look at the book.
Okay, roll Arcana.
Okay.
Be fun. What's is Arcana?
It's like a +5. Let me double check. I committed this in, and I had written notes so I wouldn't have to look at my sheet constantly, and then I didn't open them.
Oh.
Solid. It's a +5, I believe. That's 16.
Okay, so you're kind of aware of what spells look like when they're written down, and these are, of course, definitely spells. Specifically, the one he's looking at is a necromantic spell, and it's got a couple of designs on it, and it kind of... You're not really too well versed in specifically necromantic spells to be able to tell which spell it is that he's looking at and seems to be memorizing for the day.
Phlox is gonna look over at this, and they're gonna be like, "Oh, that's That's neat. You know, I can do magic too, but don't. Hi, Jumpy.
Hi. he turns to look up at you and give you a winning smile and says, "Do you need something?"
And Phlox looks over to Ducky, and they're like, "Do I need something?"
Breakfast. Breakfast. Please let the... Please.
Oh, I'm pretty sure that's what our missing members of our chaotic troupe have gone to do. Why are you looking at me for breakfast? I don't understand.
Because Phlox likes causing Lucy discomfort.
Phlox said, "Come here," and then that's it. It's over for you, Lucifer. And they do like a very like casual roll of the shoulders. And then they're gonna be like, "I don't know, Ducky, I don't think I've ever seen Lucifer eat anything."
I mean, technically,
Woke up and chose violence this morning.
That's every morning for Phlox. When was the last time we ate? I guess we did eat.
I have rocks and
You do.
And here, I'm gonna have Phlox roll a thing. Yeah, that's a 7. They sort of reach behind them and they pull out a... What was that for?
A 6 + 4.
You notice that Lucifer is starting to just like you know how he was practically trembling over the fact that you had a knife and were threatening him with it.
Oh my god. Look at him! You've given him anxiety! You're a really good wizard!
As you had asked, had just like been like, "Oh, I don't know, I've never seen Lucifer eat anything," he starts to shake again. And he goes, "Well, I'm just not particularly hungry right now, thanks."
He's built different. Leave him be. Some people have food issues.
Phlox pulls out it's like sort of a bento box, because in their equipment, they actually do have real rations, you guys. They don't just choose to eat rocks because they have to. It's because it's fun. They pull out like a bento box and they pass it off to Ducky, and they're like, "Well, either the kids are gonna come back with something good, or they're going to come back and something's on fire."
Better, it'll be both.
Okay, so on that note, both Sol and Lou roll survival for me.
Oh my goodness.
Oh no. We got another 12. That's why.
Phlox has jinxed you.
Thank you, Phlox. Thank you.
So
what? I'm
guys
just imagining that like Lou has in fact made something okay.
Mm-hmm.
But the kitchen is on fire now.
The kitchen is on fire, and the two of you are panicking, trying to put it out. And on the wind, Phlox and Ducky, you start to smell a little bit of smoke coming from the ship.
Yeah, Phlox? Yeah, Phlox? Yeah? Yeah? Ducky will get up and head towards the ship to play firefighter.
I mean, that's not Phlox's problem. Just because they said it and Toon Logic came through doesn't mean it's on them.
Ducky, make me an athletics check to climb up that rope.
Alright.
Wait, Ducky, are you taking my bento box with you?
Yes, I am.
This team, everyone's a disaster.
Yeah, you managed, even with carrying the bento box in one hand, you managed to rappel up the side of the ship with ease.
Alright. I would like to be able to leave here at some point.
Yeah, you may want to just help with breakfast. I think it's needed.
As you get to the top of the ship, there's a sky pirate who's rushing towards the kitchen going, oh no, oh no, oh no.
Ducky will follow.
Heart. I want to try to do something. Can I tune logic it? One of the cantrips that Lou has is called Frostbite. And
let's make the situation worse.
You can certainly try. Just roll me a charisma check. Because that's your spellcasting
modifier, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Oh!
Nat 20! Nice.
20! Ducky, as you open the door, you were suddenly blasted in the face with very, very cold air. And the smoke all escapes after you. And as you're rubbing your eyes free of smoke, the whole kitchen is covered in ice. With Lou in the middle, their hand raised towards where presumably the fire was.
I
put the fire out! I put the fire out! Everything is okay!
Sol is just cheering in the background. She has like 2 pots with presumably breakfast in those pots, and she's like, yeah, you did it!
I put the fire out! It's okay! The ship's not gonna explode now!
The sky pirate appears beside Ducky and goes, oh, thank goodness.
We even have breakfast, and Sol's like going to shove the 2 pots forward, and there's food inside.
Nice. I guess the free AC is extra. Ducky will take one of the pots, I guess, to help bring it out to where everybody else is, if that's where we're going with it.
Yeah, sure.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Can I say that in the pot that Ducky has, it's cereal with milk?
It's just a big soup pot with cereal and milk.
Wait,
That's so cursed.
Can you see what the rest of what y'all were doing is? How did she set cereal on fire?
I don't know what's in the other pot yet. What would you say?
I don't know.
What did Lou make for breakfast? Because that's what's going to have been actually in the pots, not cereal, please. That is what is burning on the stove. Is the cereal is burning on the stove.
I'm trying to think of what would actually be in a giant pot for breakfast.
I mean, it is dark out, so you could have decided to make something that's actually more for dinner.
This is true.
The laws of time do not apply. You can have whatever food whenever.
Yeah. It's a big chicken roast.
I feel like it's actually maybe kind of like a okay, I'm gonna roll a D2 and okay, it's a giant pot of jambalaya.
Cool.
Yeah, so Ducky, you just get handed a giant pot of jambalaya, and you glance over and see that there's a burnt pot of something that looks like cereal on the stove, and that's covered in ice. And you're like, okay.
Nice. I'm gonna not ask questions on that one. I think cleanup should be easy, even with the fire. Still don't know how that happened if there's milk, but yep, sure.
Tune logic.
Yeah.
The milk is what burns.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Boiled over.
Luckily, everything's frozen, so that's not our problem. Now we can go down with breakfast.
That's a later problem.
Yeah, exactly.
The sky pirate who's on patrol just sighs and chews everyone out of the kitchen.
Yep. Here we go.
Lou looks so sheepish.
Yeah, Sol just rubs the back of her head, thanks the pirate for the use of the kitchen, and gets going.
Yeah. Okay, so whoever is actually carrying a pot, make an athletics check to get back down the rope.
Wondered about.
Okay. That's a 9, oh man. Sol's going to pull down.
With the pot and the bento, it was just not a good time. Too much in the hand.
Sol and Ducky just trip over the edge, I guess. Rip.
So, you guys get about halfway down, and Ducky, you slip first. And since you're above Sol, you fall and climb into Sol, and Sol slips, and you both collapse to the ground to take 4 damage.
Rip.
Like, I feel like Lou's just watching this from above on the ship and just like, oh no.
Just imagining the
Yeah, I love that I'm sleeping through all of this.
Real quick, make me a perception check.
I was gonna say.
Oh wait, that was
Phlox would see this, right?
Yeah, Phlox sees this all happen, and Lucifer's just looking over like, oh no.
Phlox sibling radar.
Yeah, Phlox just has the biggest, most sharp-toothed grin on their face as they are staring at this pile of tune and breakfast dinner, and it's a real not nice grin.
So Mossie,
they are so amused.
You wake up for a little bit. You just kind of roll over and go back to sleep.
You know what? Valid.
I'm just imagining that this bit with Mossie is happening in the foreground, and you see this pile of tunes fall down in the background, with the slugs grinning evilly and Lou having the anime sweat drop from up on the ship.
Yeah.
Considering that Lou is Ghiblian, yes, they do have a pecking sweat drop. They're just like, oh jeez, oh no. Cautiously slides down the rope.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not going to make you roll anything for that, Lou. You just get down the rope next to the pile of tunes. Luckily, none of the food spilled.
Oh,
nailed it.
That's what matters.
Landing.
Exactly. Sol is just giving a thumbs up from the bottom of the pile.
Honestly, I picture that there's this pile, but both of you, you're holding pots, and the pots are held up so you don't actually spill. So you're just both face first on the ground, just the food's safe. The food's safe.
Exactly. We absolutely pecking nailed it.
We did.
Also, I think the rope has done more damage to Sol than the mimics did. Just a note.
What, isn't it like 6 damage now that you've taken from the rope?
Yeah.
Gravity.
The Sol's biggest, I can word.
Enemy.
Sol's biggest foe, yeah.
I love this group so much.
Remember how we said this was going to go great?
We're like 30 minutes in, and we're just shenanigans right now.
Yeah, we haven't even gone exploring. This is all happening with breakfast, which is like chicken roast and what was it called again?
Jambalaya.
Okay, yeah.
We have to get the bad rolls out now so we do great later. It'll be fine.
Yeah.
We're doing good. We're doing good.
Yeah, we're doing amazing.
All right.
I feel like this is the conversation you guys are having, like, as you're coming over carrying these pots.
Yes.
Yeah,
Definitely.
exactly.
Boom. Oh yeah, we're doing good. We're doing good.
So did anyone remember to bring bowls?
Oh no.
It's okay, we got hammer space. Let me roll.
Same.
Spoons.
Please
Okay.
fumble, please. I want someone to fumble.
I
Yep,
can roll
yeah.
again so Sol pulls out cutlery.
Yeah. Okay. So yeah, you guys get at least enough bowls and cutlery for everyone, even Mossie, who is still asleep.
Phlox is just grinning.
Oh yeah, you
Phlox
went
is
so.
Phlox is just enjoying the show.
Yeah,
Which is valid,
They're like-
really.
they're like half leaned over Lucifer like some sort of limpet noodle, and they're just grinning at you guys as you all walk over, like all scuffed up, carrying these soup pots full of some sort of mystery that they surely hope isn't poisoned and edible.
Considering that Lou is the one that made the food, it's probably fine.
Yeah, it's
We
fine.
saw what happened. We saw what happens to Sol. What happened to Sol's food, and that's the burnt milk and cereal up at the ship. So you're all safe.
Ducky is not looking at Phlox.
Oh man, I love this group so much.
We are all disasters. It's great.
I have an important question.
Denying.
Yes. What is your important question?
So you guys presumably start dishing out food. Do you give Teddy and Lucifer like bowls of like this jambalaya and stuff?
I mean, of course.
Yeah,
Who's not gonna let them starve?
exactly.
So,
they wait
Ducky.
patiently for breakfast like everyone else.
You
You
give
don't
a
know
bowl
any better.
to Teddy, and he just kind of holds it. He doesn't do anything. He just kind of holds it.
So nods, like
And
cool.
and Lucifer just kind of goes, "Oh, wait a second. I have to put this away." And he flips the pages and really quickly seems to read one of the pages before slamming the book closed and storing it behind him underneath his cloak before he accepts the bowl of food and goes, "Thank you."
I feel like Lou is the one handing him the bowl, and like she just kind of tilts her head and is just like, "Is that a book of stories?"
No.
Oh my goodness.
I I am a purveyor of the arcane arts.
It's his fancy wizard book.
Oh.
Okay.
I don't have a book. I just sometimes I stretch out my hand and blue light happens and then boom, magic. And Lou's kind of doing like the kid gestures as they're talking, just like they're just being a kid right now. Cause magic, you do magic too, but it's different. That's cool, huh?
Yeah.
Wow.
It's amazing. I want to say, like, Sol has come over by now, so she's just looking over, starry eyes, like, she doesn't know magic, but it's cool, like, capital letters.
Yeah, I studied for a while to be able to even do, well, something as simple as prestidigitation. And as he says that, his bowl turns blue.
Oh! That's my favorite color. This is so cool. Just there's a lot of flailing and excited noises. Because Lou is very, very easy to amaze. They're a kid.
That's adorable.
They think that Luciver is the bee's knees, you guys.
Valid. I mean, Sol is certainly excited too. She can't do magic at all. She knows nothing, but she knows it's neat.
Phlox is looking at Ducky, and like as Lucifer is speaking, they are more or less to Ducky at least, doing like the air motions and sort of like, you know, where it's very much like you're doing the hand motions of like what the other person is saying. And I would like to think someone was nice enough to give them a bowl of food. If not, they probably stole back their bento.
Yeah, they would have given you the bowl. Like, they would have given Phlox a bowl. They brought it for everybody.
Sol came over with food. Ducky also got a bowl, because of course.
So Phlox is going to, in Toonish fashion, open their mouth wide, like Stitch from Lilo and Stitch, put the bowl inside, like half inside, and then just clamp their mouth shut.
As Phlox eat the bowl.
The bowl is in Phlox's mouth. This is fine. And then I'm gonna have them roll sleight of hand. Because they're gonna do a steal. They're gonna do a steal.
Uh-huh.
They're gonna do a steal. It's fine. That's a 12.
Rip.
So, what are you trying to do?
Phlox is, I guess, very unsubtly, like, sort of, like, trying to, with, like, drag Lucifer's spellbook out, because they have a feeling they know exactly what this is, but they are in fact curious. They are going to do a little investigation, but with a 12, I'm not sure how successful that is.
So since you're actually behind him and he's not looking at you, you do actually manage to get the grimoire out from underneath his cloak without him noticing. But everyone else notices you doing this.
Well, my thing is, Lou's passive perception is an 11.
Oh, well, Lou does not
So
notice.
is Sol's. So is Sol's. And let's be honest, both of them are looking at Lucy's awesome magic trick.
Hey, Ducky, what's your passive?
The sibling radar is strong, but it's 13. What did you roll?
So a 12. You definitely see Phlox.
The only one who sees this is Ducky. Because Lucifer's passive perception is 11.
Oh, yeah.
Ducky kind of want to stops it, but kind of wants to see where Phlox thinks this is going. So,
Phlox just very slowly, just sort of like, it's just like, yeah, is this the book that presumably Lucifer stole? And then they just sort of like, they flip like a couple of pages just very idly because they have magic. Mm-hmm. But they also don't know much about magic. They know enough about magic, but they aren't like Mossie or Lucifer who spends all their time with their nose in books.
Yeah. So, like before, there's a lot of arcane equations on each of the pages for each of the spells. What spells do you know? Is the question.
Yeah, Phlox.
Phlox knows Booming Blade, Mage Hand, Minor Illusion, Expeditious Retreat, Ice Knife, Insinuation, Puppet, and Silent Image. Along with, yeah, that's all of them.
Out of all of the spells that are in this book, which there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Yeah, I'm guessing the book is acting as Lucy's spell book, yeah.
15, 16, 17.
Yeah.
There are about 18 spells in this book, but you don't recognize any of them. Because you have done very minor studies for your own magic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Phlox sort of like, and like as they're doing this, they sort of spit the bowl back out into their hand perfectly clean. And then they tuck it away into their hammer space. They have a bowl now. They also have a fork, you guys. They're getting utensils.
Yeah.
I think about this moment is when Mossie starts to wake up.
Boy, I sure hope I didn't miss anything exciting. Sure hope nothing lit on fire while I was asleep.
Mossie, as you wake up, you see everyone like, kind of clustered around Lucifer, and you definitely see Phlox holding a book that looks very much like a grimoire. And you know this because you are a wizard.
Mossie actually went to school and studied.
Would Mossie recognize like that Lucifer has been holding this the whole time? Like, would Mossie realize like, oh, that's not Phlox's, or?
You've never seen Phlox hold this book before, and with your arcane knowledge as a wizard, you're pretty sure Phlox is not a wizard, so that's probably not theirs.
However, Phlox has stolen many a thing.
Well, we haven't seen Lucifer with it either, correct? As a group?
Phlox did during the fight with the mimics, because he pulled it out to cast magic missile.
But it wouldn't be recognizable as Lucifer's in particular, as opposed to something that Phlox just picked up somewhere.
Yeah. So,
I mean, Phlox is gonna put it back, guys.
I don't know what you're going to do next.
Violent Phlox is gonna steal the book for a minute, and then they're gonna flip through it, and then again, Ducky and Mossie are probably the only people who see. Phlox probably just sort of this is interesting, as they're sort of like not quite chewing on the bowl, and then they spit the bowl out into their hand, and they put the grimoire back.
How are you feeling about this, Mossie?
Also, Mossie, you have a bowl of breakfast beside you.
Aw, thank you. It'll also definitely be like, she's like shoveling what did the spoon end up being? Because I keep thinking it's chicken cereal. That's like what I've been picturing this whole time.
No,
it's chicken cereal.
Jambalaya.
jambalaya. That's right. I don't know why, but in my brain this whole time, I'm just like, just a piece of roasted chicken floating in milk.
Oh,
That's just the worst.
Curse.
that's half-hearted soup.
Yeah. Phlox, what you got there? What's I didn't know you were into magic now.
Phlox turns around. They hold out the bowl. Oh wait, yeah. They hold out the bowl, which they had been about, I guess, to put into their hammer space. And they're like, a smoothie.
Audio inspiration point.
Honestly, you can't argue with that.
It doesn't make any sense in or out of context, but it's funny.
No, bowls could be smoothie for Phlox. I mean, Phlox eats rocks for fun. Why couldn't a bowl be a smoothie for them?
Exactly.
So I'd buy it.
So Lucifer is just kind of sitting there, and he looks up and back at you two, and going, "What's going on?"
Breakfast.
Yeah, Lucy, we're having breakfast.
Right.
Definitely
showing me
nothing
their smoothie.
suspicious. Definitely nothing suspicious going on here. Sol absolutely buys it.
So does Lou. They didn't notice anything. They were watching shiny magic happening.
Magic is cool, man.
Magic is cool.
Especially ice magic.
Yes.
Yeah, Phlox has now stolen the bowl, everyone. It's in the hammer space now.
Cool.
Ducky would have put that bento that was originally Phlox's, but is now Ducky's. That would have gone in the hammer space.
Wait, how long did... I have a quick question. How long was the bento box out?
It was before the fire, and then it came back down with them. And
Sol
then
is going to ask, like, what's in there? Is it anything tasty?
Oh, I have no idea.
Yeah, Phlox, you wanna open Phlox's bento box?
Yeah, sure. Sol's curious.
Okay.
Alright, roll me a D2.
Oh no.
Okay.
Bless your heart.
That's ominous. I forgot the exclamation point. Oh, is this for me to roll or for...
It's for Ducky. It's for Ducky. Because they're opening the bento box. Hey, Ducky, you open the bento box and it's full of rocks.
I'm surprised. Still going to steal it.
Ducky.
So, can I just say, Sol, like, picks up one of the rocks and is like, ooh, this is cool. I should show Phlox and Mossie. So, I guess Sol has a rock now.
Sol picks up a rock off the ground.
No, she picks up a rock from the bento box. She's going to now go show it to Phlox and Mossie.
Yeah, Phlox's breakfast box that ended up in Ducky's hands 10 minutes ago.
Okay. Ducky, as you're closing the bento box and putting it into your hammer space, you see Lucifer not so subtly, very, very quickly pour a little bit of the soup on the ground. And Lucifer, not Lucifer, and Lou and Sol don't notice a thing.
Yep.
Valid.
That's actually the important part.
busy showing the nifty new rocks she got from a bento box to Mossie and Phlox. Obviously, this is the most important thing going on right now.
Ducky's gonna, while everybody else is distracted, Ducky's gonna like reach out a hand and be like, "Here, hand him here."
A hand to Lucifer?
Yeah, Lucifer and Teddy for the soup.
What are you talking about? He does actually very quickly put the bowl of soup from Teddy's hands into your hands, Ducky.
Solid. It's going in the hammer space. Look. Ducky is preparing snacks for later. They're not going to eat it. It goes in the hammer space.
Absolutely valid.
They're gonna be wondering where several bowls are, but it's fine.
Honestly, Sol's probably not even going to notice.
What's Mossie doing?
Mossie's just so confused. She's been awake for like 10 minutes maybe, and so far she's seen bento box rocks, a smoothie. I'm sorry to go back to this because I might be my connection for some reason keeps being so weird, so I keep going in and out. But does Phlox still have the book, or is the book just gone now? Like, is it?
No, the book was replaced under Lucifer's cloak.
Okay, so it's out of here. Never mind.
Yeah, Mossie watched Phlox put it back.
Seriously.
Luke.
Oh, a puppy.
I don't know why.
Also,
barking.
to be
There's
fair,
no one outside. Yeah.
Also, to be fair, probably at this moment, Sol is just sitting in front of Phlox and Mossie, like, look at this cool rock I got. Rock club.
Mossie would be so happy that someone else like cares about rocks that she's just like going off about what kind of rock it is, like, the igneous, and just go like, even though it's probably just like a presumably just a random ass rock. A random.
No, I feel like it's actually a decent rock. It's at least like it's
gonna be an eatable one.
I feel like just for fun, it's one of those like rocks that looks like food.
Oh my
god,
like the bacon rock.
Yeah, or like rocks that look like eggs.
Or like a donut.
Cookies.
A donut rock.
Cookies.
Oh, that's actually bad. That's actually a really cool rock.
Yeah. So here's a question: would Phlox recognize that it's one of her bento box rocks?
Their bento box.
Yeah,
Yes,
they're bento
would.
box rocks. Probably, yeah, considering.
Absolutely, they would.
So yeah, Sol's having a great time. What can I say?
This is fine. Phlox has accepted this. You know what? The turnaround to this is, though, they've saddled Ducky with a box of rocks that Ducky can't really use.
Ducky will find something to do with them.
Eat it at the enemy. Eat it at the enemy.
No,
There's
snacks. There's snacks. Got the snacks.
You know? Ducky's got lots of stuff in their hammer space. They'll find something to do with it.
Oh, but
Yeah, I guess Phlox asks for the bento rock back. Sol's also just going to put this donut rock, I guess, into her hammer space.
yeah, no, it's fine. Phlox won't ask for that back. You have a donut rock now.
Yeah! It is now a proud... I guess Sol has a rock collection now. It is a proud addition to it.
Okay.
Hey guys, remember that plot?
So, guys, you're
watch it
finishing
lazily
up
fly by.
breakfast dinner. What do you want to do?
Fox is gonna roll perception.
Oh, actually, yeah, Lou's gonna
Yeah.
roll perception too, because
Also perceive.
Because there was the government on their tail, you guys, and it's been definitely more than enough time.
yeah.
23.
Shall we all just roll perception?
Oh,
That was-
Mossie.
Mossie's
no.
got one thing on the brain, and it's rock.
That's true.
Aw.
That's true.
Sol isn't paying attention either. Sol and Mossie are just going rock club right now.
Okay. Yes, indeed. Let's see. It appears to be a beautiful night. All the clouds have gone away, and the dark night sky is just kind of covering this place. It's a crescent moon hangs in the sky. You can see all the constellations. As you look around more towards where you guys came from, it's kind of again, it is dark. Phlox, since you got the highest one, off in the distance, you kind of there's something that doesn't match up with the night sky that your eyes just kind of catch on.
Being a Sableye, they work well in the dark.
Remembers the terrible time they had in the dark in the ruined.
It's fine. That was only half light, you guys. That wasn't full darkness. I mean, Phlox is gonna look at this what doesn't match up, and they're gonna go, I don't like that. And they're gonna be like, okay, the rock is excellent. You can enjoy it. Yes, rock good. Thank you for showing us this rock, Sol.
Sol is just gonna be really happy at that. You see her brighten up.
And then Phlox is gonna look over to Ducky and be like, hey, Ducky, can you come take a look at the sky? Something isn't right.
Oh, Lou's immediately gonna pale at that because that's not good. That's not good at all.
Love that.
Lucifer's gonna shakily stand up, and oh wow, that's even worse. Or is it?
I mean,
worse?
if it helps, Phlox is going to point out where the sky is all fucky and describe how it is fucky.
It's
So
like
eloquent.
it's too wide of a darkness for there not to be, stars there. There should be stars in that patch of area, but there aren't. And that's kind of suspicious.
That's ominous.
Oh yeah, that's very suspicious. See,
I
because
guess-
Phlox, I guess, more or less has the whole squad around them now, as they're describing the color of the sky.
Yeah. Lucifer comes up beside you and hands Lou an empty bowl. Here, this is yours, I believe.
They put it in their hammer space without a word, and then they start backing up away from the group.
I mean, okay. How close to Lou? How close to Phlox would you say Lou is?
say when they started to back up, they were right next to Phlox. So
Yeah.
Phlox
Yeah,
has an
Phlox is
opportunity
gonna-
to stop them.
Yeah, Phlox
Yeah.
is going to like grab Lou's shoulder.
Make a quote unquote attack roll.
What attack roll would I have?
It's just your dexterity. Just add your dexterity.
Oh, okay.
Because you
Okay.
you tried to grab
looks
them.
at the +4. Okay.
Can I? Nice.
Another 23.
That's amazing.
So
Can I
Lou-
also say, like, at this, like, Sol would just. I think Sol would have noticed Phlox backing up. Not Phlox, Lou backing up. So, like, Sol would have tried to just grab Lou's hand as well. Just like, hey, we're with ya.
So here's what happens is that Lou, you start backing up and suddenly there is a hand on your shoulder and you can't move any further because Phlox has you. And then Sol walks up and takes your hand.
I'm not even gonna roll for whiz. Lou's panicking.
Hey, I guess the government's here. Took them long enough.
Hey, we'll be fine. We ain't knew we need to beat him up. It's okay.
Do you
You
guys
got
think
us with you on this.
What was that, Altaria?
Yeah,
You
you
guys-
kinda cut out.
Oh, maybe. Do you think Ma has seen, or should we go check in with them before we I guess head out, if that's what we're doing?
I mean, we could.
Was
I
there
feel like that would probably.
Oh, go ahead, sorry.
Oh, Phlox was just gonna make a smart remark. Gonna be real.
No, just go ahead and make the smart remark.
Phlox is. I mean, we could. I mean, I certainly gave them a pinky promise to betray them, and I feel like warning them about the big, bad, scary government people qualifies under that, unfortunately.
True, but it is also the middle of the night. Do you really want to trust that Ma's
I'll kick Ma's door down. I don't care.
Lou is
they're a ride?
Lou.
We
is
can always just like let one of the pirates know. I mean, the dude will obviously go tell Ma as well.
Oh, so they do have someone awake up there.
we need. I need to go to the palace. I need to stop and
You-
Lou, breathe. We'll be okay. You're not alone, yeah?
No. You don't understand. They can't get it. They can't get it.
Phlox is gonna roll
And they
hammer
will-
space.
Okay.
Yeah, Sol is also going to roll
Lou,
hammer
as
space.
as you're panicking and spiraling, the necklace hanging from your neck starts to glow.
Phlox pulls out the lockbox that everyone was upset about.
Finally.
Oh my goodness!
And there's definitely like in the background, like they reach behind their back with the hand not on Lou's shoulder, and there's like a da 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 sort of very quietly as Phlox pulls out this box, and they shove it at Lou, just sort of directly into Lou's hand.
And also, Sol pulled out a fox plushie from her fumble chart, and it's like, here's this to help comfort you, because plushie's good.
Phlox points at the box, and they're like, put the necklace in the box, put the box in your hammer space, right? Wait. Start by can you put the necklace? Okay. So the box. I'm giving you the box. Don't lose the box. That's my box. I want it back.
Priorities.
I'm giving you the box. Don't lose the box. It's my box. I want it back. So the box, it's a pain to open, right? It took us like 6 tries or whatever. So I figure you hold on to the box. If the big bad scary government people come after you, you put the necklace in the box, you shut the box. Then, even if they take the necklace is in the box. It's going to take them frickin' ever to open this box, which means we'll have ample time to steal it or blow them up.
Lee.
But they're already here. The necklace doesn't matter anymore. They're already here.
I mean,
explosions are still an option. We can make them not here. That is also solvable.
Yeah, it's like
We
are problem solvers.
We haven't been banned from Ghibli yet. We can change this.
never been banned from a country before. I'm willing to try. This is a good enough cause.
Lou, we were hired to be problem solvers. We are problem solving.
Lucifer's
sometimes you need to solve a problem by blowing the place the peg up. I mean, look at last time. Well, not last time, but look at the time of the bed mimics. We just need to repeat that process with the government ship, and we'll be fine.
Lucifer just looks over towards the destroyed bed mattress store, because you guys are not that far from that destroyed building, and he's just he's holding himself straight. Wow, these rolls are abysmal.
Lucifer, you've been infected with friendship. It's terminal.
Yeah.
But
Aren't you glad
too bad?
Aren't you glad you hired us?
Yeah, we're helpers. It's like Sol is just saying that, like, we're helpers.
Mossie in the background just want it? Mossie has no idea.
It does kind of seem like Lucifer has suddenly slipped into a character now.
Mm-hmm.
Sort of deal. Because he's just kind of straightened up, and he's acting like he did the first time you all met him.
Mm-hmm.
Strange. Can Sol roll insight?
Yeah, go ahead, roll insight.
Yeah, Phlox is gonna roll insight too.
Sol's insight isn't good, but she got
Everyone
a 13.
Everyone can roll.
Roll insight.
Woo!
Rolling insight.
6.
On the wrong channel.
God.
Yeah, that tracks
It'll be-
Blue.
Honestly, Phlox has probably noticed at least a little, but like, it's very much I know exactly how to stop, like, break down Lucifer's character thing. This is fine.
Mm-hmm. All right, so it really, for all the rest of you except for Mossie, it really seems like he's just slipping into character and taking control of the situation, sort of deal, because it seems like everyone's going every which way and there's panic. Mossie, you're looking at this wizard who's definitely a wizard, because that grimoire it seems to be his. You're seeing all the little ticks that he's trying to cover up with a performance. he's terrified. He is absolutely terrified of the government.
Lucy needs a hug.
None of you, no one else knows this. What's he doing, Mossie?
I think Mossie might, like, she doesn't want to, like, embarrass him or anything, but she'll just give him, like, a gentle little pat, I guess, on the... I don't know if she can reach his shoulder, but she'll try. Just like you know what? The government does suck. It's just sort of the knowing pat.
Yeah, you don't manage to reach his shoulder, because he is, pretty tall. He's the tallest out of all of you, except for Teddy.
Just like a tiny...
Teddy's almost a foot taller than Lucifer is. But you reach up and you kind of just pat him on the back, and he kind of startles a little bit, going, and looks back at you, kind of just blinking. So, it seems to me that we have options. And things we have to do. Someone needs to go and alert our fantastical allies. Then our options are continue as quote-unquote normal on this trip and go to the residential district, or we rush to the palace.
We're probably going to want to skip the residential district. I'm not sure.
Time for that.
Yeah, like, I guess so. Yeah, I'm good with whatever. If it's time to break into the palace, I'm good with that. I got my halberd ready. I can break down some doors.
Fantastic.
I have an idea. So the government people, right? Okay, taking aside the fact that they're here and technically the magical crystal doesn't matter, we're tracking it, right? So, and Ma has one that isn't fixed, right? So whenever someone goes, can I not hear you guys?
No?
We can hear you.
Everyone's okay. I'm so sorry. I started talking and I saw people's mics lighting up, and I got terrified for a second. That it was really quiet.
Sorry, we're listening to you work through this. I don't want to interrupt you.
My mic is just sensitive. It makes it light up.
I'm sorry. It was just very much. Oh God, is everyone talking? And I'm just saying things into the void.
Mm-hmm. You're good.
No, you're good.
I'd have told you.
Okay, so I guess since I'm probably the least likely to go splat onto my face out of all of us, I could go and run and warn Ma and take the unactivated crystal Ma has, and we can either activate it or use it as a decoy. Like, hey, you want to steal this crystal from the tiny kid? Here's this one, and then huck it somewhere, and then be like, go get it.
Eat it at their face.
That is a fantastic idea.
I guess, like, an option we could do is, like, go and break into the ship and blow it up first, but that will definitely get us into trouble.
I like the way you think, though.
I don't think our ship can fly yet.
Point. You have a point. We'll put the arson on hold, then.
Aww.
Phlox is gonna turn to Mossie and be like, Mossie, since you know the most about the Ethereum rocks and stuff, do you want to be the one to hold on to the spare crystal?
Her whole face lights up. She's like, I would be honored. She's all excited.
I love you, Mossie, so much.
This whole team is amazing.
Team of babies. Baby team.
Yes. with some arson, but all good teams have that.
Arson creates and solves problems at the same time.
Exactly.
I can go run and do that. If you guys want to try and brainstorm anything else, preferably with a brain cell, and then you can update me whenever I get back.
Yes, definitely.
Mm-hmm.
So Phlox is gonna give their 2-fingered salute, and they're gonna turn and before they do, they're gonna squeeze Lou's shoulder for a second, point at their lockbox, and say, "Don't lose that." And then they're gonna turn around and they're gonna go run for the ship.
Yeah, make me an acrobatics check.
Mm-hmm.
Acrobatics, not athletics, because I'm pretty sure you're going to do some amazing rogue shit.
Yeah, with a +10.
I'm just imagining backflips and wall jumps.
Do you want to describe it?
I feel like Phlox takes one look at the rope and just as they're sort of half jogging towards the ship, and they're just nah. And then they Assassin's Creed just straight up climb up the side, sort of free runner style.
Hell yeah.
And then at the top they do a cool little flip.
Hell yeah.
Heck yeah. Look, by now the rope has done the most damage out of anything here, I think.
Honestly, yeah.
Except the mimic.
Yeah.
Oh, Lou.
All right, yeah, definitely. You do that amazing wall running stuff and just run up the side of the ship. And when you get to the top, the Sky Pirate kind of jumps. Who has come back from cleaning up the kitchen. Oh, jeez!
Oh, man. Rip, dude.
Phlox just gives them their usual rictus grin, and they're like, "Hey, so the government's here."
Shit!
I have to talk to Ma. I'm gonna go kick down her door unless someone stops me. So see ya.
Right that way. He points towards where Ma's room is, and then he goes the opposite way, presumably to wake the rest of the Sky Pirates.
Yeah. Phlox just sort of.
Phlox from kicking down the door.
Yeah.
They're absolutely going to kick down Ma's door if they can. Rule of Tune says dramatics.
Yeah.
Yes.
And we're going roll athletics for me to see how well you kick down the door.
All right, guys. Everyone get excited. It's a straight D20.
Oh,
Holy fuck!
The Sky Pirates are here, Ma!
The government's here, Ma!
So in all Toonish fashion, you kick at the door and it slams open. And
Holy heck.
Ma immediately jumps out of bed like, "Who? What? Ah!"
Hey, the government's here. I need your magic rock. That's broken.
Yeah. And that's an 8. So she pulls out from her skirt the unactivated magic rock and tosses it towards you. And there are alarms starting to go off throughout the ship.
Mm-hmm. Phlox catches it, I guess. And they're like, okay, cool. So they're either using some sort of illusion thing to hide them, or their ship is just straight up fucking dark enough that it looks like a hole in the sky. So keep an eye out for that. It's somewhere, and Phlox sort of vaguely does a point in the direction where they had seen the quote-unquote hole in the sky. And then they're like, cool, yeah, we're gonna go probably fuck about with the palace at the rate we're going. If you need the magic broken rock again, Ask Mossie. Have fun. Bye. And then just turns around and wheels away.
She doesn't even really get time to say anything. Although you do see her immediately go to like this series of like tubes, and she starts shouting into them.
Phlox has done crime, and they've done good.
So, in the meantime, back with everyone, so
I think Sol has gone to give just Lou a hug.
They're holding the plush that Sol gave them, and like they're trembling. They're so scared. They're so scared.
Hugs are good, so Sol is doing that.
All right,
yes,
so
good.
We are going to the palace. Let's see.
Hey, before while we're waiting for Phlox to get back, can Ducky reach in their fumble space twice?
Yes.
Do I gotta roll twice for that?
Yes.
Okay. There's one.
The fumble, I'm gonna laugh.
Nope,
Okay.
didn't do it.
You didn't fumble.
So solid.
So you get it. You get
so
what
Ducky's
you want.
not hammer space, fumble.
Oh.
Fumble space, sorry. Does that change anything?
No. You can actually pull things out of your fumble space using a normal hammer space roll.
Solid. Okay. Wasn't sure. Ducky is going to pull out a pint jar of Corellian ale and an extra pair of socks. Shove the socks in the jar, and then the jar in their hammer space for later, along with the extra sock. So basically a Molotov.
Yep.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Cocktail.
That's for later. Just thought I'd get that ready.
Yeah.
That's a surprise tool to help us later.
Yeah.
That. So Luciver is going to just kind of run through basically what he's prepared today for spells. It's not. He's going to walk over to Lou and gently tap them on the shoulder. I have a spell. Do you wear armor?
I need to look. I'm pretty sure that they don't. They are very squishy. Let me look at their equipment. Yeah, they're unarmored. They just kind of shake their head. Just no, I don't have any armor.
Okay, then this should work. And he reaches into his hood, and he gets it. He pulls out a piece of leather, and he puts it in his mouth and tugs at it, and then weaves a few arcane symbols in front of you, and he's cast mage armor on you. Which means that your AC becomes 13 plus your dex modifier.
Okay, so 13 plus dex, which is 1. So that's 14. They now have an armor class of 14.
Mm-hmm. It's better than 11.
Yeah, for sure. I think it's better what Sol has. Sol really needs some armor and shields.
He only has so many of these.
Yeah, no, that's valid. This is just like something Sol will need to do after the game, I guess. Or unless she picks up a shield while raiding the palace.
I mean, you don't know what's going to be at the palace, so...
yeah, who knows? Maybe we'll all get some magic armor and it'll be great.
As you're watching a shimmering, sickly green energy seems to surround Lou. And Lou, you feel a little, like, faster. Like you could dodge things a little better.
Mm-hmm. Lou just kind of blink, 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 blink. Oh, Okay.
That lasts for 8 hours. And then he had taken the piece of cured leather out of his mouth to say that, and then he puts it back in, and he does the same thing for himself. Because it's not concentration, guys.
Hell yeah.
Heck yeah.
The squishy members get protected.
Thank goodness. They're gonna need it, I get the feeling.
If it makes y'all feel any better, I've got some stuff that'll help us out closer to us actually getting into trouble.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, Sol is a barbarian.
Mm-hmm.
Smashing stuff is like in her pay grade.
Yeah, I can't do any more of those and not sacrifice more of my spell slots. And he says that while looking over at Mossie.
My thing keeps cutting out. I've missed some of the...
Oh no.
Okay,
I'm
so
so
sorry.
to catch you up,
Thank
Lucifer
you. I'm so sorry.
cast mage armor on Lou and then himself, and then he said to Mossie, I can't do any more of those and because I will be sacrificing more of my spell slots.
Oh, I see now. Now I understand.
Because you don't look like you're wearing armor either, because you're a wizard.
Yes. Oh my. Yep. Armor class of 11. Yeah, we are. We are beating
Hashtag squishy.
Hashtag
Squishy gang.
So he's kind of looking at you, and because he knows you're a wizard, he kind of figures that you might have the ability to cast it for yourself.
Let me. I'm looking at my spells right now. Let me see. I do not have it, but I think I could prepare it. Maybe. Let me see.
I'll let you prepare it because you did just wake up.
I appreciate that. I owe you my life.
Yep.
Quite literally.
Mm-hmm.
Whatever boss battle we'll have next, it'll be a wild one, huh?
Oh, you know it.
Lucifer says he has 3 spells prepared that he can cast for damage. The rest are utility spells for him.
Same for Mossie, more or less. It seems most of them are. It's mostly. Actually, no. Mossie's mostly attack, rather.
Mm-hmm.
Ducky's healing and protection, so. And bless.
And blast.
So, I mean, like, again, Sol is a barbarian, so she can attack close range with her halberd or long range with her short bow. So she's good. She knows what she can do.
Mm-hmm.
I have spells, but they're slowly calming down because everybody's preparing, and oh, that's actually really reassuring. They're taking it seriously.
Yeah.
Like, roll hammer space so Sol can pull out her halberd, just kind of strap it to her back. There you go.
Phlox is probably coming back about now, right?
Yeah, Phlox is coming back about now.
Yeah. I guess they sort of skid down the side of the ship.
Yeah, I'm not
very
gonna make you roll
tunishly.
for that. So you
Yeah.
do it.
Phlox just skids down the side of the ship. Again, ignoring the rope completely.
The rope is the enemy.
Nice.
They wave the rock they got from Ma over their head, and they're like, "I got the thing."
All right, we should probably head out soon then. To the palace.
And Mossie, Phlox hands you the magic, but broken magic rock.
The unactivated
very,
yes.
yeah. And it's like, you should probably stick by Ducky, depending on how things go. And they're gonna look at Lucifer and they're gonna give Lucifer a look as well. Because I guess they're gonna babysit Lucifer. And
Squishy member has a tanky member to stick to. Lucy is with Teddy and Phlox. Mossie is with Ducky. And Lou is with Sol. There we go, no problem.
No problem.
Everybody gets a bodyguard.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yep.
Do we want to take a break right now, I guess? Because we're about halfway.
Mm-hmm.
Let's take a
This
break.
seems.
A break before we all get slaughtered.
This is a good place for like a pause before everything gets real.
As you guys head off towards the palace, because I'm gonna have the characters arrive at the palace after the break.
Travel montage.
Dun, dun, dun.
Yeah.
All right.
It's just like those anime endings where you see the characters walking down the path, except this is an intermission.
Yeah. All right. Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, snack time then.
Hello, hello. Oh,
Come back. I'm still chewing on food, admittedly, so I'm gonna be a bit quiet.
that's fair.
Yeah, I'm also chewing. I have a bunch of Twizzlers.
Twizzlers.
All here with our assortment of drinks and food.
I found that the other day, and I was like, I need to do this.
Let's see, where did I draw? Here it is.
I need you to know that this has been such a fucking delight, and I'm sorry we wasted the first half of this game just by fucking about and
Yeah, I'm
fucking
also
with
sorry.
Lucifer.
You know, valid.
On one side, I'm sorry. On the other side, I have had so much fun just doing dumb, cute stuff. It's fun. What can
Yeah,
I say?
I'm sorry. I'm having a great time, but I'm sorry in advance. My computer sucks so much.
It's okay. I mean, I'm glad you are here.
Thank you.
Yes. Mossie is such a delight.
Oh, thank you. You guys
yes.
are all so great. I love you guys. You guys are good eggs.
You too, like. Again, Mossie is firmly Sol's friend now. They are members of the rock club.
Heck yeah.
There is no escaping this.
The rock gang.
This includes Phlox, of course.
Cursed rock club member. Eats the rocks. Also, Heart, I'm so sorry. Altaria, thankfully, Ducky has been spared some of the shithead energy now because Phlox has decided to redirect it to to Lucifer.
Honestly, it's a delight.
It really just is like the second they got him to like actually stop like trying to act so soft and stuff. It really was just so this is another younger sibling now, and then promptly, I'm going to fuck with you.
This whole team has just immediately gone, okay, so we're siblings now. That's it.
We're all friends now. There is no other choice.
There is no escape.
Exactly.
Hello, had to go take my dogs out for a sec.
Yee.
Lid, I'm just gonna go switch the lights on because it has gotten dark here and I forgot to do that earlier. Oops.
Honestly, mood.
I got like the computer light, but it's still just like a bit weird sitting in the mostly dark.
Me, full blanket overlap.
Okay, there we go. I am no longer sitting like a vampire.
Heart, this game has been amazing so far.
Mood.
I'm really glad Phlox rolled that 23.
Just the freaking holy heck kicks the door down.
God, the net 20.
It came
Phlox-
at the perfect time.
It did. Phlox has just been a really lucky bastard.
Honestly, yeah.
Dice Parser decided to be nice to you for once.
Yeah.
Just coming in
Phlox.
clutch.
Yeah.
Dice parser giveth and dice parser taketh.
Yeah.
Lalu has been smiling upon us this day.
Meanwhile, misfortune points at Mossie. You come here.
Oh my god, yeah. I'm at the point where I'm just like, any time, it's specifically perception too. It's always like, you will never roll higher than a 7.
It's because
Watch
poor
it the next
Mossie
time.
It's because poor Mossie is a mole who wears glasses.
Exactly. Dice Parser knows. Dice Parser's just like, I'm just helping you be in character.
Watch it the next time you roll perception, it's like a nat 20.
Yeah, it'll come right when we need it most. Or that, or I'll be looking at like just something as a joke, and then it's gonna be like nat 20. You are perceiving.
You are like perceiving the rocks really well.
You can see every rock ever born.
I'm now just imagining. We're like in a cave. Mossie gets a nat 20 on perceiving the rocks, and like Mossie realizes you're in a room full of Ethereum rocks. Oh damn.
Alright,
I'm back. I was crunching.
All right.
crunchy.
Back.
Yeah.
Welcome back.
Channeling the rock cruncher.
Yeah.
Okay. Is everyone ready?
Yep.
Yep.
Yeah, I believe so.
Okay. Well, let's get back into it. Here, let me pull up my notes. Palace.
Things
So,
will be. It's like, what crimes will we commit now?
Everyone, as you approach the palace, you notice that this building is the least rundown out of all of the other ones that you've passed on your way here. You see an arrangement of rusting robots just set around the large double doors of the palace leading into the foyer. It is fairly dark. Does anyone have light, or am I gonna have to pose disadvantage on you guys?
One sec. I have the cantrip dancing lights.
I have light as a cantrip.
Yeah!
Ducky will pull an apple out. What is that? Hammer space? Is that hammer space?
Hammer space roll.
I can't believe you're picking an apple.
I have many things in my pockets. The apple's the easiest to get a hold of.
Yep.
Watch as you
apple out.
fumble.
And Ducky will cast light on it.
We
And I
now
feel
have
like,
a shiny apple.
I feel like, in addition, Lou is going to cast dancing lights.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
The more
I
light,
have a
the better.
question.
So yeah, Mossie can also cast dancing lights if you really want to make it a rave in here.
Yes! Do it! All of the light!
Yes, everybody.
Also,
I feel like
can
on-
I just ask, Altaria, is the apple a perfect apple? If you get that
Because I know
joke,
exactly what you're referencing.
Yes! If you get
Pokemon Mystery Dungeon.
Yes!
I was just gonna say, well, it wasn't one of them that hit the floor, so yes.
That's also what I was thinking, like with an unbruised apple.
Yeah.
Just a really cute apple.
Wonderful. I just want to know that I love all of you. Thank you.
Yes.
So as you're all casting light, it gives you enough light to notice that there's a part of the palace that seems to be collapsed on top of the building. But beyond that, all of it seems to be in working order, as if the robots in front of it had protected it from whatever had caused the rest of the buildings in the area to be in such disrepair.
Mm-hmm.
Fun.
So you guys gonna go in the door?
Yeah, sure.
Why don't
Yeah.
I was gonna say, you guys, please, can we at least roll perception to see?
Yeah.
My God, I'm so used to not being able to
Fun.
perceive that I don't even perceive. I don't even try anymore.
Holy bleep, who got to
Oh wait! Oh my God!
Oh, snap!
Nice.
Hey!
Yeah.
Handshake emoji!
We can see today.
Yeah.
We're seeing so
Nat
good.
20s.
Ah.
Oh my
Lou.
goodness,
Oh,
poor
Lou.
Lou.
Oh,
Lou.
F.
Rip.
Two characters who can see in the dark,
Oh my
handshake emoji, the
goodness.
nat 20s. Meanwhile, everyone else cannot. Oh wait,
my
Ducky got it
goodness.
too.
Yeah, Ducky.
Meanwhile,
Yeah.
Lucifer and Lou.
Lucifer is more distracted. Lucifer and Lou are more distracted with looking behind the whole group to see what's coming after them, rather than perceiving this very ornate door. Everyone else, you see a slight shimmer travel over the door as one of the dancing lights gets too close to it, and the light wobbles for a second, but it doesn't go out. Otherwise,
So,
It's
like,
cool.
try shooting at the door to see what happens.
Sure.
Okay, I guess
Make
that's
an
just an
attack
attack roll.
Yeah, make an attack
Yeah.
roll with your
Short bow.
yeah.
Let me just recheck. That's a +6. Okay. What does Sol get with a 17? Also, I want you to know, like, this is a short bow, so Sol just pulls out a whole bow, like, bow with unusually shaped arrows out of her hammer space, so
Mm-hmm.
she just goes and shoots the door.
Yeah. As the arrow gets close to the door, it seems to wobble a second, and before it even really scratches the surface of the door, the arrow drops to the ground.
Huh.
Also, can I just say that it makes sense that like the two most nervous characters of our party are looking behind?
Yeah, the dice know.
Yes. So, what are you guys doing?
Phlox is gonna do the stupid thing. Phlox is just gonna watch Sol shoot the door and then just be like, and then the magic don't work good. Let's just try opening it. Because that's how you become a successful thief. You check to see if anyone's left it unlocked first. And Phlox is gonna try to just touch the door. They aren't gonna try and push it open because they don't want any more fire traps, but they're gonna poke the door.
You touch the door, nothing happens.
Cool.
I mean, your
Phlox is
hand
gonna-
feels a little
Sure.
tingly, but beyond your hand feeling a little tingly, because there's definitely magic here, nothing happens.
Okay, is this door a push or a pull door? That's a legit question.
I don't know. Why don't everybody stand back and I'm gonna push it open?
Oh, God.
We'll see. We'll see how this goes.
Make me an athletics check, because it is a big door.
Athletics. The big door, baby. That's a 2. It's a pool door, guys. It's a pool door. They try and push it, and it's just like, oh, I guess it's a pool door.
You guys watch for a couple of seconds as Phlox just tries to push this door. They're struggling. Their feet are slipping against the cobblestone.
I think Sol's just gonna come over, and shall we say that Sol and Phlox now try to pull the door open?
Yep.
Are we pulling? Can we make sure we're pulling?
Sol, make an athletics check with advantage.
Cool. That's a 24. Let's see what happens next.
Okay, so with that
So, yeah.
24, Sol, you take the handle, and with Phlox just barely helping, you easily pull the door open, and nothing happens.
Cool. We solved the door puzzle. Huzzah.
We figured out that it was not, in fact, a push door, but a pull door. Go us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Alright,
I guess
rock,
we
paper, scissors. Who wants to go in first?
I mean, Sol's right there. She's happy to walk forwards.
Yeah, I vote not me. So.
Okay, so Sol, as you walk into the room, and I assume one of the dancing lights people will send a dancing light in after you.
Yes.
Definitely. Sending them out in pairs of 2s.
Mm-hmm. So as these multicolored lights fly in after you, you get a good look of this grandiose foyer. You're stepping on frayed, look to be possibly purple at one time, carpet that leads up these double stairways that lead up to a second level, and along the walls there's old fraying tapestries, one of which depicts Lundress sitting surrounded by water, and the other depicts the city rising from the water into the sky.
I think Sol's gonna wave Mossie over, because Mossie knows archaeology stuff. They probably want to see this. Also, she's just gonna yell, "Everything seems okay for now. Do y'all want to come join me?"
Lou's gonna rejoin their buddy.
Yeah, Mossie will follow in.
And Luciver goes, "Oh, don't leave me behind."
Watch just sort of peeks their head in, like, cool, nothing's on fire, excellent. And then just sort of walks in.
Yeah, this has definitely been one of our better doors that we've experienced.
Yeah.
It seems like the that magical shimmer was only to prevent someone from attacking the palace itself.
Ooh.
Didn't even need an Arcana roll.
Hey, you found it out by walking through it, so.
Sol just strolled right in. Classic adventure move. Nothing will go wrong. And nothing went wrong.
Mm-hmm. So, as I said, there are two tapestries. First, depicting where you assume Lundress started as a island in the sea near Theater. And the Lundress is rising into the sky on the other side of the room between two very fancy windows. Ahead of you, the one of the staircases is collapsed, so you can't move up it, but the other goes all the way up to the second floor balcony, which has a door, And between the two stairs, there is another nice fancy door.
Door number 1 or door number 2?
Decisions.
Mm-hmm.
I vote 2. I just trust the vibes. It's got good vibes.
Sure, why not?
I mean,
Yeah.
we could start at the bottom and work our way up, at least.
Mhm.
Or we could start at the top and then panic when things come in from the bottom.
Actually, yeah, wait, maybe bottom first is maybe that's a better option.
I mean,
Okay, yeah, we can
I
loot the
remembered how
bottom.
stairs work.
No, I'm just like, we can loot the bottom, we can loot the top, and when people inevitably come in, we can escape from the top.
That sounds like it would go exactly as well as you would expect.
considering we were having issues climbing the sky boat and getting down from it.
Lou just
It's
has a look
okay.
of concern on their face.
It's okay, we all knew gravity was our greatest enemy. That'll just continue to be a thing with this crew.
Are we stopping to look at the tapestries? Is there anything interesting about the tapestries?
Besides,
Or are they just tapestries?
they're tapestries.
Oh, can I
Okay.
do maybe a history check on the tapestries?
Mm-hmm.
Ooh.
Can we look behind the tapestries in case it's like waterfall toon magic?
Yeah,
There's a hidden door.
if you want to look behind the
What?
tapestries, go ahead.
Sure. Is that a perception?
Investigation, I would say. So, Mossie, as you're examining one of the tapestries, you can tell that this is very old, and it was probably made when the palace was made. After the events in the tapestry took place. Which, how old it looks, seems like it was like upwards of 2,000 years ago. Very old.
Well,
Ooh, well,
Also,
I
Hurt,
definitely share this with the gang of what I've learned from this tapestry.
Mhm.
can Lou roll history to see if they remember any stories that their family told them about what they're so desperate to protect is?
Yes. And while you roll for that, I'm going to say, Altaria, you lift up the tapestry and you start kind of knocking on the cobblestone. Doesn't really seem like there's anything there. Sorry.
Awesome. Okay. Just making sure. You never know.
So, Lou,
you gotta be
try to-
aware of this. Oh.
Oh.
No, just like you gotta be aware in case there's a secret passage or not.
Mm-hmm. I mean, Phlox does have a wand of secrets.
Oh.
Remember what it can do.
Is this a call out post? I didn't know if it had. Should I roll to see how many charges it has?
Yeah. D3.
Okay, that's a D3.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it has
One.
one charge.
F.
I feel like Phlox is gonna hold on to that.
Yeah.
We're in the foyer, you guys.
You gotta save it for the dramatic moments.
But yeah, that will help you find like secret passages and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Just a reminder as to what it does, because you know what it does.
Yep.
Anyways, Lou, unfortunately, there were a lot of stories,
Mm-hmm.
and you're having a hard time focusing right now on which ones would tell you the right information.
Because, oh no,
You're panicking.
government here.
Yeah.
Government's coming. like slight smoke coming out of their ears as they try and think.
All right.
You guys
I feel like
go through the bottom door.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Cool. Can I guess Sol's gonna roll perception to see what she can see in this room?
Sure.
Is the door booby trapped?
Sol, you're pretty distracted. You don't really see much of anything besides what I described.
Sol's probably distracted, like she's Sol is probably distracted, like she's gonna try and calm Lou down a bit. So she isn't really paying attention right now.
Yeah, and Lou's kind of started to cry again, so she doesn't see anything.
Yeah, like I can't even figure out anything from my grandma's stories.
Sol has gone back into hugging mode, cause Lou, no. Believe in yourself. It's okay to be scared.
So, Phlox, roll me either a perception or investigation check on the door. Because you asked if it was booby trapped.
10.
Seems like a regular, if pretty fancy door to you. You're not sure if the doors inside the palace right here would actually be booby trapped.
Excellent. Phlox isn't paid to deal with crying children. They're gonna open the door.
Yep. You open the door, and beyond it is a long hallway. On to the left, there's a door. Actually, it's more of a doorway, and from where you're standing, you can just barely make out a very long table in the left room. And in the second room, there seems to be... The door seems to have vines crawling out from it.
Secret garden?
Phlox isn't gonna fuck about with magic vines because they're probably magic vines. There's probably gonna be an encounter in there. They're genre savvy.
Thank goodness someone
is the hallway a dead end?
Let me hold on. No, it seems to, well, probably more yes, because it seems to open out into a grandiose ballroom.
Phlox is gonna look back at the others and say, so there's 2 doors here, and then a ballroom at the end. I'm gonna peek my head into the door that doesn't look like it's full of things that could potentially cause a fight. And we're gonna write this one. Well, we can check out the ballroom, maybe.
No,
I don't think this is gonna lead to anywhere special, though.
I don't know. I mean, the ballroom feels like a place a boss fight could happen.
That's even more reason to avoid it, then.
Yeah, exactly. So there is also the room upstairs, so like we can check out the room Phlox is about to go into and then go from there.
Question. The room with the vines. Is the door shut? Or is it open, or is there a door at all?
The door is shut, but you can... Well, the door seems to be kind of like overgrown with vines. Like there's vines coming from the top, vines coming from the bottom of the door, vines coming from like the seams of the door.
Gotcha. Okay, changed my mind on the thought. Thank you.
Yep. Valid.
Actually, can Sol ask Lou a question?
Yeah, that they're currently being hugged by Sol.
Yeah, so I was actually just gonna ask. So I know there's something your family was protecting here. What is it? What do we need to look out for? Like, would an entrance to whatever secret place it is and be something like that? And Sol points vaguely to the door with overgrown vines.
Make another history check, Lou.
Oh, that's 20!
So, because Sol is hugging you and giving you comfort, and you've started to calm down again, you realize that the place you need to go is the throne room. Because there is a very special passage in the throne room that will head towards the heart of the city.
The throne room. We need to go to the throne room.
Okay. What's the quickest way to the throne room?
So, you're not entirely sure about that.
Just so it's like, okay, like, ... What's the quickest way to the throne room? And there's like a big question mark above Sol's head.
I feel like both Lou and Sol just pause and look at each other and then go, wait, we don't know where the throne room is. Oh no.
Yeah.
As you guys are doing that, Phlox, you walk into the... did I say it was on the left?
Yes.
The open doorway. And as, I suppose, Mossie, you're being helpful this time because Lou is a little distracted. Yeah?
Yeah.
Mossie sends a dancing light into the room. And you see that this is a dining hall with a very long table. The table itself is set up with a few candles and a very royally rich, tablecloth. And at the head of the table is a very royal-looking seat, but it's not set up with any utensils or anything, and it looks particularly abandoned. There's a row of very nice windows, and to your left there seems to be a more plain-looking door.
Gonna be honest, I was thinking, is there any fancy plates or cutlery that the team could just steal and put in their hammer space?
Oh my god.
That would be in this room. You don't see any in this room.
Aww.
Let's play. Does Phlox want to follow this rabbit hole? There's a pause. There is a consideration. There's a consideration. There's a consideration. Phlox rolled wisdom. That's a 5. So unfortunately, Phlox is like, there's another door. I wonder where that goes. And they walk towards the door.
All right. Is anyone else following? Has anyone else followed Phlox into the room?
Mossie will follow because she knows, she's controlling these lights, so she's like, I feel like I gotta keep doing this.
Yeah.
I get the feeling Sol and Lou were having their moment of realization out in the hallway, so they have. I don't think they followed in yet.
Okay.
Yeah, they're in the hallway still.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
They're having their cute friendship moment out there. You can't destroy that, you know?
Yeah. What about you, Ducky?
Ducky is also having a moment of consideration on how badly do they want to fight a plant monster today. if poking the vines with a fork would be a wise decision. How much trouble is Phlox going to get in this moment of consideration? And honestly, better to stay out here at that point. Just thinking thoughts in the hallway.
Okay. Lucifer is just kind of in the door, and Teddy, of course, is by him. So, Phlox, you open this plain-looking door, and inside is a kitchen. It's the kitchens.
As suspected. Part of their clever plan.
Is there fancy cutlery in there for Phlox to steal?
There seems to be a cabinet, and through the glass you can see old porcelain and very
thankfully,
fancy forks and utensils.
Thankfully, Phlox isn't here to steal the cutlery.
Steal the cutlery, come on, you gotta do it. For all you know,
they've already
be considered antiques, and you can sell that for
It definitely is antique. Thankfully, though, that is not the way. So Phlox takes a look and is like, "Yep, this is a kitchen. Absolutely useless." And then turns back to Mossie as they're saying this. And they're like, "Okay, so this is useless. Presumably the other room's useless. The ballroom's probably useless. I feel like your hunch the first time was probably correct, but at least we checked this out."
Yeah, I'm kind of honestly surprised. I felt the vibes and then immediately was like, well, that doesn't make sense, but I guess you gotta trust the vibes.
And yeah, I guess they go back to the others and they're like, "Yep, dead end."
As soon as Ducky sees Phlox coming back and gets the confirmation that there's nothing there, they immediately go, hey Phlox, can I borrow your fork?
I want my bento box back first.
Okay, fair. Can I I have more apples. Fair. Can we do a trade?
What do you want to poke with a fork? What do you want a fork for?
Look, if nothing happens, Sol in the background can just pull a fork. Shall I roll hammer space?
If I say none of your forking business, will I still get it? Would you still be willing to make the trade?
I think you're out of your forking mind.
I just want to poke it. I don't want to do anything else. I'm not gonna open the door. I'm not gonna do anything but poke it one time. If it's alive, we will know very quickly.
Question. Morski, is Sol holding out so you said Sol has pulled out a fork.
Yeah,
is Sol doing anything?
Sol has listened to this, and now Sol has pulled out the fork, so she's just holding it out in Ducky's direction.
Yes! Ducky's going to take the fork and dart over to the other door and poke the vine with the fork from as far away as possible.
So you poke the vine, and the fork goes into the vine. It's just an overgrown greenhouse in there, probably.
Solid. Now we know. I will retract the fork and hand it back to Sol.
Sol says thanks, and she's just gonna place it back in her hammer space then.
Thank you.
Congrats.
No problem.
You now have a fork with a vine.
Plant.
Some plant on
Vine on
it.
it.
A gift.
I'm now just imagining a bit of vine and a leaf on the fork. Sol just has that now. Hey, maybe she could grow that kind of vine back home. Just send it to the village.
Yeah.
They could grow it.
Phlox Phlox is moving out of the hallway because it's pretty crowded considering the group there. Back into the foyer, just skittering along the wall.
All right, is everyone
gonna follow?
Everyone's going back out into the foyer? Okay.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Time to see what's on the top floor.
All right. So you guys get back out into the foyer and you go up the side of the grand staircase that isn't collapsed. And there's a fancy door. You just gonna open it?
Yeah, so far the doors haven't been trapped. Lou's gonna at least try and open the door.
You open the door and nothing happens.
Hey.
So
Lou's gonna enter the door.
Sol's following.
the long hallway beyond has doors on either side. There's seems to be, well, the doors seem to get fancier and fancier the further along the hallway they are.
Lou's gonna keep going until they can find the fanciest door.
The fanciest door is at the end of the hall, and it's two grand doors.
Lou's gonna try and open the grand doors.
Sol's gonna help. It's like, I guess maybe the throne room is through there.
Yeah, make athletic checks.
Cool.
Expo. That is a +1.
Oh.
Oh, whoops, I accidentally did a...
Sol got dirty 20.
Yeah.
And Lou got an 8.
Okay. So, Lou, you're struggling against this door, and you realize the one you're trying to push is off its hinges, which is why it isn't moving. Sol, you easily push the one next to it, and it opens out into a beautiful throne room that's filled with more tapestries. Some of them are depicting kings and queens and their rises to power, and different events that Boop had told you about. The very last one is hanging right behind the throne, and it depicts a huge egress of ships leaving Lundress.
That is...
Sol is going to wave Mossie over, because this is Mossie's thing. And have Sol and Lou even told the others the whole, hey, we need to get to the throne room to find whatever it is Lou's family needs to protect.
Did you?
I
Lou
don't
hasn't.
think they did.
Lou hasn't.
Okay, Sol's just going to blab that out to the others, and hey, I think this is the throne room. Let's enter. Also, Mossie, there's tapestries. What can you tell us with your archaeology knowledge?
Lou has knowledge of many things regarding Lundress.
The carpet in here is wasn't actually finished. But the carpet in here is faded, but the room seems to be well kept, and clearly hasn't been touched in a very long time. The throne itself is made of burnished gold, and there's intricate designs in the head of it suggesting vines and flowers that disappear between the clearly well-worn cushions. Okay, now I'm done.
Sorry about that. Also, can Sol just, take a cushion?
Make an athletic check for me.
Sure. That's an 18.
Yeah, so you start pulling at one of the cushions on the throne, and everyone in the room starts hearing the of fabric ripping.
God.
Ooh.
Oh.
Maybe don't.
Who's gonna stop Sol before it rips completely?
Yeah, I was gonna say, if Sol hears that, she's gonna go, oh, okay, maybe I shouldn't. Dang. She just wanted to stare at the cushion and maybe bring it home as a souvenir.
So, as your guys are dealing with that, you hear back towards the double doors that are the front door. You hear the doors open.
Oh.
Well, that's ominous.
I don't like that.
I'm just imagining Sol's, like, Phlox here is just swiveling back to hear that, like, I
Phlox.
guess that means we need to hurry up.
Phlox is going to shut the throne room doors.
Okay.
Making sure everyone is inside.
Yep.
Can
doing?
Ducky just do a general I kind of want to check for secret doors again. Just another way out other than
behind tapestries.
Yep.
Yeah, and behind the throne.
So
Lou's gonna roll investigation too to try
roll
and find.
investigation.
While they're doing that, along with I guess whoever else wants to investigate, can Phlox sort of Phlox wants to essentially shove the throne in front of the door.
So
You want to do that?
Alright.
Sol is willing to help you.
Yeah, Phlox was gonna go to Sol and be like, "Okay, we're putting the chair in front of the door."
what's
Yeah,
Mossie
cool,
doing?
let's do that.
Real quick.
I think Mossie would see the throne being moved and would offer to help, just as like a. She's little, but every bit counts.
Okay, so
She's small but mighty.
Small but mighty.
So let's go with our investigation team first. So Lou.
Oh, you know.
Unfortunately, Ducky, you're pulling up tapestries and you're not finding anything out of place. And you're being very disappointed. But Lou, you walk towards the throne and you notice there's a seam in the floor, and it looks like there's a light coming from it. Right, it's in like a square around the throne. So Sol, Phlox, and Mossie make strength checks for me.
I was gonna say actually, Phlox would go probably be like, okay, we need to block off the door, and then go to Sol, and then probably go to Lucifer as well to ask for Teddy's help. Because Teddy is also here.
Wow, that one. Can
Teddy move the throne. And Teddy starts moving towards the throne. Unfortunately,
think Sol must have tripped when trying to push the throne.
Yeah, unfortunately, even with Teddy's help, he got a 9. All of you cannot budge this throne from its place. Lou, you see this mysterious blue light, which is in the ground around the throne. What do you do?
They kind of pull out. They kind of just kind of reach up to brush their necklace for a moment, and then they approach the square of glowing blue light because Yeah, that seems like that's it.
As you walk towards the throne, your necklace begins to glow. Make a wisdom save for me.
Oh dear. Okay. Was save +1. Oh. A dirty
Yeah.
20.
You feel a tug at your chest, and you really want to sit on that throne. But you have control of yourself.
It's really ominous. And nobody else knows this, do they?
Nope. You guys just watched as Lou took a couple of steps towards the throne and paused, like she was thinking about something.
Lou's staring at the throne because oh dear, what?
It's calling to you.
Oh, she doesn't like that. She doesn't like that. But she doesn't know if that's the only way to get to what she needs to do. So she's gonna take a few more steps.
You get closer, and it sounds like there's a you guys hear, because they're not being particularly quiet, footsteps coming up the stairs.
I feel like
Can
Lou...
Sol try blocking? Can Sol try blocking the doors or something?
There is handles, like big fancy handles on the door. If you could probably shove something in between the two handles, you could momentarily block the door.
I'm gonna roll hammer space to pull out the big stick.
Phlox is also gonna roll hammer space.
Sol pulls out a big stick and shoves it in the handles. So
yeah. So Sol, you pull out this very actually wide and long stick, and you shove it into the two handles. What did you pull out?
Phlox pulled out probably a length of rope, and then they started wrapping and tying the rope and all of these knots and shit around the handles and the piece of wood.
Okay.
Sol is just cheering now.
Ducky, what are you doing?
The door that's off the hinges. Is there a way for Ducky to tell if somebody leaning against it would knock it over, even with the way that they're securing the other door?
So you could tell that given a good couple of whacks, someone could break the rest of the hinges and the door would fall over.
Okay.
But it would still take some work to do that.
Okay.
Your determination.
Okay.
Anyone no mending, so they could theoretically fix the hinges?
Unfortunately, Luciver pipes up that I don't think mending will help those hinges.
They're a little too old.
Rip.
Okay, secret passage time.
Lou walks closer to the throne, and now everyone can see that there's a strange, mysterious blue light that surrounds the throne. Mossie, what are you doing?
Oh my god, I've actually just been looking over spells this whole time, trying to figure out what the best course of action is here. So we can hear footsteps coming closer, right?
Yes, specifically up the stairs.
Up the stairs, and it's like a lot of them, or should I roll to like perceive if it's a lot of people, or just like one?
Roll to perceive.
I will roll to perceive. I don't know why this is making me nervous. 19.
19! What do we get?
So, Mossie, because you're a mole, and because you've spent a lot of time in caves, you are very aware of how vibrations work. So you kind of get on your knees, and you put your hands on the floor, and you concentrate. And you figure out there's about 5 people coming your way. There isn't any more than that.
Guys, there's about 5 people coming down this way. I don't know if they're friend or foe, but...
Okay, so worst case scenario, it'll be a fair fight. That's good.
Phlox looks at the others and they're like, okay, so I guess I'm gonna try something. Mm-hmm. And Phlox is going, they're right next to the door.
Yeah.
And Phlox has the cantrip, Minor Illusion.
Oh.
So, you create a sound or an image of an object within range that lasts for the duration, which is a minute.
Uh-huh.
So Phlox can create a sound. It can range from a whisper to a scream, and it can be any sound Phlox chooses. Mm-hmm. So Phlox is going to very carefully stand next to the door and concentrate. And about 30 feet away from them, probably like they're thinking about trying to make it sound like it's down the hallway, sort of like downstairs. Phlox is going to make the sound of a door slamming.
Okay. Hold on a sec.
And in order for a creature to know that this is an illusion, they have to use an action to examine the sound or image, and the creature can determine that it is an illusion with a successful intelligence/investigation check against my spell save DC.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so as this door slam goes off, Mossie, you hear the 5 people pause, probably about the top of the stairs. Ooh, that's a bad roll for you. That's a terrible roll.
Oh my god.
What is it? What is it? Okay, so that doesn't work. So they totally believe that there's the sound of a door slamming and probably like faint footsteps scrambling around.
Yep. Okay, so you guys hear, and Lou, you recognize the sound of the Colonel's voice. They're downstairs. Let's go. And Mossie, you hear the 5 people retreat down the stairs.
Oh my god.
Boy.
Phlox is gonna roll perception because they don't know if that worked.
Lou makes a really loud noise.
Are you kidding? Are you kidding?
I failed the wit save. I'm sorry.
You could have done anything else. Like, I don't know, flop onto the chair? It had to be a noise?
Yeah. Yes.
Okay.
I'm just gonna say, if like Lou ends up making the loud noise, Sol's like gonna jump a bit, but then just go over to Lou, give her another hug.
Lou's hands are like slapped over her mouth and just like, oh no. Oh no. Oh.
Mossie, you hear the footsteps pause as Lou had screeched. And now they're
we're in
coming back
trouble.
up the stairs.
Ducky pulls out the Molotov.
Haha, I'm in danger.
I'm sorry.
Everybody shut up! Just, oh my god. Oh.
Not saying
Luciver.
anything, but
Oh.
Lou, you are getting squeezed with the hug, and I guess Sol then shoves Lou behind them and pulls out her halberd.
Lou,
Sol's
make a dex check.
Okay. Okay. Dex check.
Oh,
Let's
boy.
see. That is a +1. That's a 5.
Mm-hmm.
oh boy.
Okay, so as you're shoved by Sol, you stumble and you fall onto the throne. And it glows bright for a second, and then the throne starts moving backwards, revealing a staircase that heads down.
Lou's scrambling off the throne and booking it.
Yo.
Okay, Sol is like looking behind her like, well then.
I mean, Phlox is essentially now just like, okay, we're in go mode. Everybody go.
Yes, everyone
like,
is scrambling down the staircase now.
Mm-hmm.
Lou is running.
Except for Teddy, who has taken position at the top of these secret stairs and is just standing there.
Wait, how do we shut it?
Yeah.
Teddy down and close the thing.
Lou doesn't know Lou is running.
So, as you guys run down the stairs,
Phlox is going last, by the way.
Lou's in front.
Teddy is standing at the top of the stairs. Phlox, you hear just before you head down into the darkness that there's someone at the double doors, and they're rattling the doors, and now they're attacking the doors. But for now, the preparations you guys did are holding.
Oh boy.
I mean, I feel like Phlox gets to the bottom of the stairs and looks back and like hears that, sees that, and then sees Teddy isn't moving. And there's like the screech sort of sound effect as they skid to a stop.
Mm-hmm.
And then they like look at Teddy and look back at Lucifer and everyone else, and then they're like, because it's like they don't want to leave Teddy because they went through the whole thing of getting Teddy safe and keeping Teddy intact, and Lucifer's attached to Teddy, and oh shit, people are coming.
Lucifer looks at Phlox and goes, Teddy will hold him off. Come on.
What if Teddy goes to the bottom of the stairs? That way, if the stairs shut behind us, then if they do manage to get in, Teddy will still be there, but we'll also be safe at the bottom of the stairs away from them.
And Teddy turns around and lumbers down the stairs.
Okay, solid.
Heck yeah.
All right, Lou, make me a perception check
Okay.
because you're rushing down first.
Yep. 14. What does a 14 give her?
All right, so you've come into a darkened hallway, and you're starting to notice that there are roots breaking through the walls. And as you get further and further down the hallway, there are more and more roots, and there's grass growing up out of the ground. And you come out into this large grassy room with what seems like thousands of roots hanging down from the ceiling, and right in the middle is a bright blue glow.
She's rushing right towards that glow.
Mm-hmm. So everyone else, you've now arrived at this room which has lots and lots and lots of plants in it. Teddy's at the bottom of the stairs. You don't hear anything, so you suppose the throne hasn't moved. Actually, you don't hear anything beyond the rattle of the double doors getting attacked. Let's see.
Phlox is gonna pull out their rapier.
Yeah, I'm going to say that Sol has her halberd in hand, and she's probably rushing after Lou.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Ducky, what are you doing?
Ducky is the master of great decisions today. They started with falling out of a boat. I have 2 things in my hammer space and 1 in my fumble. If I could attempt to grab as many of those as I could.
Okay.
Do I get a roll for each of those?
Space. Yep. Roll for each. Roll hammer space. Yeah. 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 You get them all.
Okay. So Ducky's going to pull out the prepped Molotov, a tinderbox, and 7 small fireworks.
Okay.
Not going to light any of the above, but hold them in case they come down the stairs after them.
Mm-hmm.
They're prepared.
Yeah. We're going for fire today, folks.
Hey, we already knew arson was going to happen at some point, so gotta be prepared.
Yeah.
I mean, Phlox already blew up something. I guess it's time for the other sibling to do it.
Exactly.
All right. Mossie, what are you doing?
I think I'm going to take the time to... you said that the prepared spells from earlier are good now, or...
Yep.
I think Mossie's going to take the chance to cast mage armor on herself.
All right. So you guys watch as Mossie goes through the motions, sort of similar to how Lucifer did when he cast it on himself and on Lou. Oh my gosh, hold on.
The dog is also feeling the tension grow in this room.
Let the puppy speak.
Heck yeah. Molotov cocktail.
Molotov cocktail.
Yes. I'm thinking distraction, and being on fire with fireworks is pretty distracting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. We're gonna
get ready
prepare
for the battle. I mean, Sol has her halberd. She has her short bow. There's not much else for her to do. So,
I mean, Phlox is gonna do as rogues do, and Phlox is going to quote unquote take a bonus action to hide. Phlox is gonna hide, so like the first person who steps through that doorway that isn't Teddy is getting stabbed.
Cool. Sneak attack, the fool.
Yeah. Since we're taking a sec, I'm going to...
I love that I now get the information for Molotovs.
Oh, man.
And like, Lou's got their spells, and they're currently racing towards that glow.
Mm-hmm. Okay, Lou, make me an investigation check as you race towards the glow.
Okay, investigation is...
Should Sol roll investigation as well, since she's running there as well?
That's the one.
Oh, well.
Let's see how this goes. And that is a nat 20 from Sol.
Hell yeah.
Technology of dice parser right here. A nat 1 and then a pecking 20.
We've been having that dichotomy all day here.
Yeah,
All right, so
we really have.
Lou, you're panicking. You're brushing grass aside. You're not finding anything, and Sol sees you looking. And Sol, you walk forward, and you brush some of the tall grass aside, and you find this weird kind of panel. What do you do?
Sol is going to poke it and then call Lou over.
You poke it. Nothing seems to happen.
As soon as Sol points it out, Lou's gonna rush over. Okay.
Up the stairs, there's the loud sound of splintering.
No. Okay. Okay. What do I need to do? I feel like they reached the panel at this point, and they're looking it over, trying to figure out what exactly they need to do because, they're panicking. Everything that their grandmother told them has gone out the window at this point. Oh no.
Yep.
I feel like Sol is going to try and say Lou, it's okay. Just breathe.
Oh, is this
just breathe, okay? It's not your fault. Sometimes things just happen.
I let them know. I know.
You did not.
Here. I let them.
They were coming here anyway. We just happened to arrive as well, and we can do something about that. So just breathe, okay? You aren't alone.
Okay.
Lou, as you touch the panel, it lights up in blue.
Okay.
And you hear a voice in your head. And it says, Lucita Toel Ulundres. Welcome.
Are you the heart?
I am.
I can't let them have you. I'm sorry, I can't let them have you.
Make an intelligence check.
Okay, intelligence. Okay, that's a +2. 19.
So, as you say that, this massive amount of information seems to pour into your head. And you flinch a little bit, but you get a hold of it. And you know how to deactivate the weapons forever.
Oh. Is that all it is?
There's a rattling up above. And Luciver glances back at you and says, What's going on?
I know how to deactivate it. I know how to stop it.
Can you shut the passageway?
Was that included in the download?
No. That's not.
Rip.
Make a charisma check.
Stop, yeah.
Oh boy.
Okay. When you say check, is that straight charisma or the save? I just want to clarify.
Make it a save, just for fun.
Okay. A 24 then.
Okay, so you take a hold of your necklace and you place one hand on the panel, and the jewel in the middle of the room that's surrounded by thousands and thousands of fruit glows brightly, and you guys hear a sliding sound as the throne slides back into place and locks you in this room.
Okay.
Dang it. No, I was gonna. Okay, that sounded really bad out of context. I was going to fling some fireworks out at them and give them something to focus on for a minute, but that's even better. So I just wanted to give them something to think about, but like being hidden is a little more good here.
It's a bit better for survival, I think.
Yeah.
I think Sol's gonna pipe up. So, like, we have a way to turn off the weapons? Any way we can help with that?
Weapons?
I turn the question over to Heart.
So, there are 3 other panels throughout the room. You tell everyone that someone needs to stand at each of the other panels and cast at least a second level spell into it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I guess. Yeah, I guess Sol can be a helper by investigating where the panels are, I guess. So I'm gonna roll for that.
Phlox, unfortunately, is not helpful at all because they can only cast up to first level.
Mm-hmm.
And Sol sees nothing. Sol finds grass.
Let's see. Investigation. His investigation isn't too bad.
Yeah, Phlox is gonna roll investigation as well.
Can I
What do you want to do?
So we're looking for a panel that looks like the panel they've already found, right?
Mm-hmm.
And to activate it, you just have to cast a second level spell at it, right?
Yes.
So if I cast Locate Object, which is a second level spell, would that find it and activate it?
You'd have to cast it right in front of it.
Even though it's got a 1,000-foot range?
You have to cast it right in front of it.
Dang it!
That's what Lou is telling you.
Gotcha. Okay. Just making sure I understood.
So we just have to find one more, and then you can find the others.
Yep. Phlox has found one of them.
Can Ducky look for it?
Yeah.
Is that
Phlox probably finds the one panel, and then it probably they leave their sneaky hiding spot for stabby stab time. And pointed out probably at least to Mossie, because Mossie historically has had trouble. And I guess since no one else can apparently find anything, Phlox is going to go looking for one of the other panels.
Mm-hmm. Phlox finds the second panel.
Sol used up her searching. Sol used up her looking for panels in the first bit. Like, I guess at this point, Sol is just looking at the staircase and just preparing in case he needs to, like, throw down. You know.
Yeah, there is a muffled crashing sound coming from the room above.
So there's one more panel to find?
Yep. So you find the
we're
first
gonna...
and second one.
Wait, let's see if we can't round this out. Oh.
Having a hard time finding that third one, aren't we?
Yeah.
Yeah, Sol is just focusing on the door at the staircase at this point.
Phlox, you found the first and second one, and Lucifer stumbles as I found the third one.
Okay, everybody who can cast a second level spell, get to the spots.
Lucifer's just gonna stand by the one he found.
Mossie is already on the first one that Phlox found. So, shoves Ducky at the second one Phlox found.
Oh.
There's another muffled crashing sound.
Do the magic stuff, you guys. Do the magic stuff.
So,
do the magic thing. You can do it.
Lou, you know you have to do it all at the same time.
We have to do it on the count of 3.
All right.
Okay.
1, 2, 3. She's gonna blast a scorching ray.
Okay.
Find traps.
Okay. Mossie?
Mossie will do. Sorry. Oh my God! Please stop being. What's my computer? Please.
You're not helping.
She'll do acid arrow, just for spice.
And so you guys all watch as let's see, Lou, the fire comes from your hands and then it morphs into a reddish energy and the panel in front of you sucks it in. The same thing happens with Mossie's spell. Ducky's spell is a bluish white color, and Lucifer's spell, which seems for a moment to duplicate his image, gets sucked in as a darkish gray color. Then all of the panels start to glow blue, and the room shakes. Everyone hears spells accepted. Destroying weapons.
Oh. Oh, that kind of disabled. Oh.
That's cool. Do we need to worry about ourselves now?
Lou just sighs because. Oh.
Hey, is there a way out besides the way we came? Because I would like to not be in the death hole.
So, as you ask that, there is a sliding sound coming from above.
Oh no.
As the door opens.
Cool. So, you know that Wand of Secrets? You know that Wand of Secrets?
Okay, let me just do this, and we have to stop because it's 4:00.
Oh yeah.
But let me exposition
Fantastic
for
cliffhanger.
next, let me exposition for next time because I'm not done with my cliffhanger yet.
Okay.
Oh no.
Oh
5
boy.
pairs of footsteps comes down, and you start to see just beyond Teddy a Frankenalley Toon who looks like this. Wearing a green suit and mauve shoes. And he steps to the side and stops just outside of Teddy's reach as he tries to look down into the room. Lou, give me an insight.
Okay, here we go. Insight. +1. 19.
That's not the Colonel. Now, on that cliffhanger, thank you for joining us for the 4th installment of Lucifer's Travels.
Hey, Heart!
I know what you did!
What the fuck?
Wait.
I know what you did!
What the
was really technical on this, and hey,
I'm so
what
sorry.
does this mean?
I'm so sorry.
Me?
Join us
I'm
for
so
our
sorry.
epic conclusion next time. Goodbye.
Oh my god, motherfucker.